Also some cornhole for the kiddos. Try it out. Cornhole for the kiddos.
A lot of this is kind of due to what's around you. So we're going to kind of show you how that works. And to do so, the station, can you believe this, Matt? The station entrusted me with a laser, and that's going to be fun because we're going to kind of show you how this works. So we'll start off by showing you the temperature of the grass. And the grass right now is clocking in at about 84 degrees.
I want to show you guys the tree that caused all of this damage. I'm going to walk you guys this way. The wind picking up, so it's no surprise that a tree like this was knocked down in this type of storm. Look how long this tree is. The owner says that it is a Waldra oak.
And doctors here at the Family Health Center say they see the majority of uninsured patients throughout McLennan County. 1 in every 5 patients has no form of coverage, which is a problem if they need more than just primary health care.
We're here in College Station at the corner of University Drive and Highway 6 as we track Imelda as she continues to move over parts of southeast Texas.
And by the late morning into the afternoon, our weather is going to turn nice once again. But it's going to be short-lived. We've got that strong cold front coming our way.
Angel Funk has lived in this house for 5 years. She was sitting in her living room when the tornado touched down on Saturday. And when she heard all that commotion, she immediately woke up her family and they came outside. And this is what they saw, you guys. What they thought this was the roof of another home that had been ripped off and thrown into the side of their home.
This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
I think it's important for people who may have not spoken out until now to come out and have a place where they can show that they stand with their neighbors and that they don't support the attitude that anyone is less than the other.
There have been 251 mass shootings in the U.S. alone in the first 215 days of 2019. I'm here supporting the people in El Paso who are grieving. No one should have to step outside their front door, go to a store without having in the back of their mind that they might get shot up at.
We're here to stand in solidarity with all those who mourn in El Paso. Today across the country, millions of hearts beat with them. As communities of immigrants and refugees, our hearts beat with El Paso.
We just hope that our immigrant community members or anyone who is a marginalized individual, whether that's by orientation, if that's by race, religion, creed, anything, that you would know that you have community members that stand with you and that you're not alone.
Roads flooded. Wildlife stranded. And the sheriff's department,
you can see we got some trees covering power lines.
Taking a look at all of it.
It's not just rescue missions that we use these vehicles for. We have to be able to access the high water just to go out and see people that live in these low-lying areas.
James Gleason with the High Water Rescue Team in Vermilion Parish is surveying damage multiple times a day.
This isn't a lake. That's all pasture and marsh. But it's just water as far as you can see.
Gleason says in addition to rescues, keeping people informed is a priority.
They're going to need to be able to gauge how long is it going to be before we return. So we'll come out regularly every couple hours. We'll leave markers in certain areas and mark where the water level's at so that we can come back and constantly check on them.
Sunday afternoon, boating through what's normally farmland, seeing ducks swim through what's typically a road and otters on someone's porch. Gleason says it's a moment that puts things in perspective.
A lot of people don't realize, too, the agriculture industry, how much it'll take a hit. Even though the devastation might not be as bad in homes and businesses, the financial loss for an agricultural community like it is here, I mean, it could be millions of dollars. Losing all this sugar cane, it'd be detrimental to a community like this.
So Gleason, along with the rest of the water rescue team, keeps circling, waiting to let people know when they can go back home. In Vermilion Parish, Hunter Davis, Central Texas News Now.
If the eyes are the window to the soul, these peer into the world of Jacob Smith, a bold, bright, and sometimes bizarre place.
I like the juxtaposition of having like dark and creepy themes mixed with like pop color and like pop culture.
The Sam Houston State graphic design major grew up in Tig, Texas. Small town life gave him roots so his imagination could grow.
He got the chance to be himself and grow from the ground up.
His parents, Cedric and Billy Smith, were both athletes in high school, but they knew Jacob's interests would run in a different direction.
I go in his room one day, and he's got just the beginning of a charcoal drawing of Al Pacino. And I seen that, and I'm like, dude, are you serious? He's like, who is that? I'm like, Pacino, right here. And he's like, oh, I just seen that on Google and thought it'd be cool to draw.
Pacino was just the beginning. His prolific color pencils draw the world as he sees it. Watercolors paint an image you can't get out of your mind.
To me, it's just like a collage of like all that's going on in my head, if that makes any sense at all. But usually when people ask me like what my art means, it's just stuff that literally just comes to me and I just feel like I need to put it on paper.
Drawing is like breathing. And the kid who loved to climb trees is now climbing mountains of possibility.
You're 19 years old,
yeah,
and I look at your work and it's incredible. It's
Thank you.
very deep, it's beautiful.
Ever since like I started drawing, I felt like my mind was being opened up more. It kind of just tested my limit and just made me see what I could do.
There's no 10-year plan or big dream, just a passion to create more and reflect a world that isn't just black and white. He's heavily influenced by music and is intentional with every stroke.
The art is such an open-minded and free way of expressing yourself, so I feel like everyone can relate to that in a sense.
Tell me just how proud you are of Jacob.
Well, that's hard to put into words.
Just proud. Yeah. Just proud of him.
As parents, to see our kids thrive at something at the level that he's at is really amazing.
They'll be behind him throughout the journey as he paves his own way with faith and confidence that anything is possible. And Jacob says he's patient about the process.
For me, I'm like a shy and quiet person, so like art really helps me speak out, I guess you could say.
And find your voice.
Yeah, for sure.